The Green Bay Packers made an impressive run into the playoffs until they reached the Atlanta Falcons in the NFC Conference game. But when I look at the Packers, I do look at their offense, and they generally have everything under control, except for the running back position. Obviously, Eddie Lacy just seems like he's been very inconsistent lately, and he can't seem to stay on the field. So when you look at running backs, obviously Adrian Peterson could be a potential option. Adrian Peterson might get released. He also might get traded. Who knows? But the one thing about Adrian Peterson that's a concern is there might not be much left in him. So he's obviously had 2 major injuries on him. Obviously, he returned during he was able to return during playoffs, but obviously the Vikings didn't make the playoffs. So that could definitely be a position to look at. Now, I mean, they're probably not going to go over Le'Veon Bell, but Le'Veon Bell would be a potential option. But if they really want a running back, I know Aaron Rodgers likes to chuck it deep a lot of the time, but maybe a guy who can help is Latavius Murray at the running back position, who could possibly get a big gain up the middle. So that could be a definite probability right there, because then you get a home run hitter at running back, and that could definitely be interesting with Aaron Rodgers right there. Now, when it comes to defense, obviously, their defense needs some improvement. They've been drafting so high in the first round, and obviously like that with the defensive players, and they still need plenty of pieces right there. And obviously, Clay Matthews, Julius Peppers, they're getting up there in age. So obviously, they're going to need to find some young linebackers right there. But most importantly, look at cornerback. Cornerback position is atrocious. They haven't really had a true stud cornerback since Woodson. So obviously, Revis might hit the market. I heard Talib might hit the market. So those are guys you could look at. If it is Logan Ryan, I wouldn't go after Logan Ryan because he's a number 2 cornerback. He's not a true number 1. So obviously there's going to be some places. So mostly the Green Bay Packers, it's all about drafting right here. They got to be able to draft well. And the Packers have been doing that. That's basically what the franchise is. They usually don't sign anyone big. The last guy I can remember that they signed was Julius Peppers. He was probably their biggest signing in recent memory, you can so say. But they obviously don't sign too many guys. They're more of a drafting organization. So that's definitely something they should go after. And obviously, I think they need to be aggressive in the draft. I think that they need to trade for multiple picks to go up in the draft to possibly get a cornerback there. Obviously, if you look at Tom Brady didn't get his 4th ring until he got Revis, and he didn't get his 5th one. He had Butler right there. Hell, even with the 4th one, he still needed Butler. He needed a lot of talent right there. And obviously, with how good some of the offenses is and how good they are in the NFC, I still think that cornerback position is very important to every team. I mean, if you look at the past Super Bowl champions, they've all had a cornerback. Malcolm Butler, and then year before that, Talib, year before that, Revis, year before that, Sherman. So obviously the past 4 Super Bowl champions have had an elite cornerback there, and it's very, very important. So cornerback is definitely a big, important need. Obviously, I look at Clinton-Dix. I know he could be a development piece. Obviously, they need some quicker development out of these players. They need to possibly also draft better. I think that's basically a better way to say it. But overall, the Packers, they're only a few pieces away from building a championship. But get a cornerback through the draft.